Hello, Internet! For those of you just joining me, welcome to the first official episode of the very first Let's Play on this channel. Sidereal Midnight Plays Shadowrun Hong Kong. Are you excited? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. And not just because I've been waiting to play this game for 3 months. Long story, a lot of computer issues, but now I'm here, I'm ready to record, and we can actually get this started. So, brief summary of the game. It's a tactical squad-based RPG. What that means is that it has the combat style of something like Fire Emblem, a lot more like XCOM Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, if that's something you've played, and the RPG story and conversational style of something like Wasteland 2. I really haven't seen any other games in recent memory other than other games in this series that have had a similar conversational style. But it's very similar to that of Wasteland 2. I will get into more detail as to what that means when we get into the gameplay proper, so to speak. Now, I'm going to completely skip the character creation here. If you want to see the character creation of this character, go watch episode 0, which will be up on this channel by the time this is uploaded. And watch all the character creation there, but I'm going to do a quick cut, and when I cut back, we will be in the action. Now, for those of you who watched episode 0, there will be some changes to the character, but nothing groundbreaking, nothing life-changing about him. The backstory is still the same, and the abilities are still the same, the stat distribution is still the same. Everything's the same except for a few minor things. And with that said, it's time to get into the action. Alright. Everything's done, everything is ready to roll, so without further ado, it's time to play some Shadowrun.
You have one new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please. If our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Okay, I'm already super interested. Yeah, that looked real interesting. I mean, creepy masked guys, whatever that lady in the back was. Some sort of horrifying monstrosity. Horrifying, like, horned creature. Whoever that guy was got murdered. I'm already hooked. I'm already hooked. Let me read this story. Raymond Black. The old man gave you home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice, until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And, wired to your account, enough new yen to pay for the flight and then some. The ascent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Cheklapkok tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Okay, so actually, this plays into my backstory really well. I mean, this could be the guy who originally trained us, this Raymond Black fellow, to learn how to solve problems in ways other than violence. Oh, the story's already forming. I love that. This is going to be fun for me. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching with transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear. Some stiff new body armor and a note. Better safe than sorry, D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas, diesel, sea salts, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles. In-your-face muscles, okay. And a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit. Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. See? This is what I was talking about in episode 0. The fact that I have body 3 gives me this conversation option that I wouldn't have had access to otherwise. These are the 3 options I would have had access to. A bunch of stuttering and stammering waiting to be interrupted. This body 3 basically means that I hold in my my vomit here and power through. I want that to be how it is. Power through it, Fist-Sensei. I know you can. Don't know what you... Okay, I probably should have read that. Whatever, I'll do it in the future. Considering how much synthahol... Okay. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised you couldn't handle a little chop. Aw, man, I missed this one. Whatever. We're going. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Fist-Sensei is a reformed guy now. He's not just, like, casually offhand dissing this guy. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Never showed up. He's still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. Let's see. Did you try him on comm? No clue where he might be. When was the last time you saw him? Okay. He's not quite that no-nonsense, I would imagine. Nah, but he wouldn't ask Duncan, like, a stupid question like that anyway. This guy's no-nonsense as hell. I mean, look at this face. He's not taking the shit. Alright, no sense standing around then. Where's the meeting place? Not far. Just on the other side of the pier here. He jabs a thumb behind him. Oh, she looks worried. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. Okay. Yeah, Sarge? The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter, Seattle Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer. She grins. I let him carry my coffee for me sometimes, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. I figure I could use some backup. Didn't know what Raid gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were gonna show up. It's a tossed off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. Yeah. He's not starting fights. Of course I showed up. Yeah, well I wasn't so sure, you know. He shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Shen. Seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you. Know what I mean? Yeah. I named him Shen, for anyone wondering, for completely non-League of Legends reasons. Carrying on. Memories of sleepless nights in lockup flash by, wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And then, stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring. A few hundred new yen worth of apology from your former jailers and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. Okay. Yet again, these are setting up fights. He's not one to start a fight. I know I've been out of touch. Wu stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. You could say that, yeah. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big, happy family reunion over dinner. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Okay. Now all I need to do is remember how to move. Also, for somebody who's starting down the pier and then being followed, you guys are standing awfully still. And I can just walk through you. That's cool. Up. Okay, so I'm the one they're following. How do I scroll? I forget how to scroll. Oh, arrow keys. Arrow keys are the scroll. Alright, so you scroll with the arrow keys and you click to move with the mouse. Also, I have this holster. Not sure what that's about. This is the menu, I remember that much. Also, this looks interesting. Let's go over here. Oh, hello, locked door. Oh yes, and these little yellow arrows here are the objectives on the map. Which means, actually, where I want to be is over here. I'm an old school JRPG player. If there's anywhere I need to go, I have to go everywhere else first, on the off chance there's loot. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. Yeah, Shadowrun is a very cyberpunk setting, let me put it that way. There's a lot of huge corporations that control everything. It's just, in Shadowrun, some of them are headed by dragons. Gods and other strange entities. Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, and then the ones that are highlighted in gold are the stuff we actually need to do for missions. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Ah, well that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Okay. I love how, like, in every series of dialogue options I've had thus far, there's one that's just completely belligerent. Like, just the ultimate, like, rub salt in the wounds response. I love that that's always an option. Okay, so... guess we'll have to find another way to reach the plaza. Guess so. Strange there's no one here, though, isn't it? Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. I like Duncan. Also, I like how, when I highlight my own character, this is what comes up. Now, how do I get around here? Oh, I'm guessing that gate that was locked before is not anymore. And I think if I double tap, I run. Yep. Look at him go. Is this... oh. Yeah, this hand symbol means I can interact with something. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. If only I was that smart. But alas, my fists are all I know. That and my charming personality. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Stand aside and let her work. Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock hisses open. Got it, let's go. Alright. Me. Actually move down. Oh. Yeah, these little things here, these are ley lines. I can see them because of my high willpower and key casting stats. And they can be interacted with in combat, which we're about to get into. Shouting in Cantonese. Thanks for that. More Cantonese too quick to catch. Didn't I grow up in Tokyo? Like, I can't understand Cantonese even though I spent my entire life in Tokyo up until 8 years ago? Alright. Whatever. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay. The speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raven's house and language lessons that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it go. You guys doing some late-night fishing? Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points at their weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. So much, like, annoying stuff. Okay, so... which of these is less likely to get us in a fight? I mean, I want to show off the combat as much as possible, but... okay. Yeah, try this. Give them a chance. Their spokesman laughs, looks at his crew. Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. Actually, you just told me you're gonna crap a gun. Okay. Wu flashes his badge, Lone Star. Or, Lone Star, but the gun's down. The smuggler squints at Wu's badge, then smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grabs his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. Okay. Don't need help. I will explain it myself. Okay, so this is where the XCOM comparison comes in. This little white circle in here is how far I can move. Then I can go outside of that, but it'll take 2 action points. I know I only have 2 action points because of this little pip right up here. Everyone in the party right now is 2 action points. It's also showcased... Oh wait, no, I'm guessing that's the armor. Yeah, the little green bar is health. The shields, which are either full, half full, or nothing, indicate levels of cover. Cover prevents bad guys from hitting you, and if they hit you less hard. And then there's full cover, which is the fully grayed out shield, which gives more defensive bonuses. So let's see what I have. I have spiked fists and killing hands. Damage increased by 3 HP. Damn, that's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna run up to them and punch them to death. Let's stand in these ley lines. Oh yes, and then Q brings up my spellbook, which is currently charging that, and then E brings up my inventory, which I currently have a med pack, a basic med pack, and 2 flashbangs. Alright. So I will move him into the ley lines, just in case they give some kind of bonus. And that uses both my action points, so it goes to Duncan. Now Duncan has an actual weapon, which has 3 abilities. Single shot, aimed shot, and burst fire. This little watch up here means that after I use it, it'll take 3 turns to become useful again. So let's see. I'm not sure what that cap is. I wonder, that might be ammo? And what is this? Subdue. Yeah, this is his skill list. His just normal skill list without the guns. Duncan can subdue and zip tie a stunned enemy, taking them out of the fight. Ooh, so he gets essentially a free removal on stun guys. Now let me see where these smugglers are. My guess is the safest spot is right here. So I'll move him over there. And then, yeah, cover makes it much harder to hit. See, that person in half cover is a bit harder to hit than this person in no cover. They also have lower crit chances. And then this guy's harder to hit just because he's farther away. I'm not sure what the full modifier on that is, but the farther away you are, the harder you are to hit. Now let's hit this guy. Alright. Oh my god, she can do so many things. She has an accuracy buff. She has a spell that does 10 damage and 2 armor piercing. I'll explain more about armor when I know about armor. Oh wait, actually I think that's what these little pips are for. It's how much armor you have. Yeah, I'm starting to remember it now. And armor reduces how much damage you take. Surprisingly enough. So there's heal wound, give some armor, take away somebody else's armor, and huge magical spell. Also, she has power bolts, which is good, and a couple medkits. Wow, they're really making it so that it's hard for me to die in this one. Alright. And I will attack the mage. Oh, that's good. That's half her health. Oh. This random dude has more accuracy. Ow. Rude 11 damage. And it stripped my armor, I think. Yeah, that's what you get for firing a shotgun from a million miles away. Oh, you're about to get killing hands, my friend. Allow me to introduce you. Hopefully I won't die. Killing hands? Oh my god, and I bled him. Oh, you are very out in the open, sir. How much health do you have? Alright, prepare to get shot a lot. In fact... let's... oh, right, because weapons, much like XCOM, have actual magazines. They're shown by this little blue outline. When that's all the way up to barrel, it's full, and then when it gets all the way down, it's empty. I remember that now. Now prepare to be shot. Oh! Goodbye, that guy. Alright. And then this indicator here is an AoE. The percentage chance here is the percentage that it's likely to scatter. It has a 80% chance to be exactly here, and a 20% chance that it will just go somewhere randomly within that AoE. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, goodbye, mage. Also, that somehow flanked him. I'm not sure how. Ooh. You think that'll stop my killing hands? Never. Oh. Oh, I have one more action point. Punch him in his face. Fist-Sensei, my man. Alright, run up here. I believe they reload at the beginning of each combat round, so I'm just gonna fill this guy full of bullets. Oh wait, that requires 2, as you can see by this clearly indicated 2 here. Oh well, let's do aim shot then. How much do I have normally? 85? Yeah, I'll take the aim shot. Alright, that had a 0.01% chance to miss, so I'm glad I hit. Now, hit him twice. Oh, he's somehow flanked, and I don't know why. Yeah, so I get fully healed at the end. Do you think those guys were Triad? Not sure, I don't recognize their tattoos. Yeah, so everybody reloads and everybody gets their health back at the end of combat. So let's see. Nothing I can see immediately. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I check over here? Oh wait, no, this is where I got into combat, so I'm not even... oh. That little hand picking up a coin means there's loot inside. I would like your loot. I got Toko, an illegal street drug made from leaked kamikaze formula. Adds +1 body, +1 strength, +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, strength increases. Jeez. Alright. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence, considering. Loops in whorls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. Corporations here don't screw around. Okay. Nah. You find the path of least resistance. That's how it works. Duncan nods his agreement. Think you can get the gate open, Carter? What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses with intense concentration on her face. She's competent. In Cantonese, Shen. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. The pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Alright. I'll say it in Cantonese then. I know. She runs the little riot squad I'm assigned to. You speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Okay. It's coming back won't be a problem, I think is the one. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Okay. Let's just make conversation. So you're Lone Star now, huh? His back is still to you. That's right. I accidentally walked into a fight. Damn you, no multiple conversation options. Okay, fine. Aren't you wondering what I've been up to for the last 8 years? Nope. The silence between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Alright, so their relationship is strained. That's understandable. I mean, they both used to be, like, scum in the early days, and now they're... Now, now Fist-Sensei is a meditating, like, mostly peaceful man, and Duncan's a security force guy. That's a pretty big change. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? I haven't seen them yet. We just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Long Way is probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangsters don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now, while we've got the element of surprise on our side. Ambushing enemies. While unaware hostiles are on screen, press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat mode. Okay. So I can either stealth this or fight it. I'd rather stealth it. So let's book it through here. Oh, snap, and I gained karma for that. Sweet. Alright. Let me see where we're at. Okay. I will probably call this an episode. So, thank you so much for watching this inaugural episode of the Sidereal Midnight Channel. Let me know if there were any weird audio or video hiccups, as I'm still fiddling around with all this new software. And as far as I've heard, likes seem to be pretty important for YouTube, so if you liked what you saw, give me a like. I would greatly appreciate it. That's all for now, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.